Hi guys, good morning. Back again. I got up at 6 o'clock actually, and now it's about what, probably 11:25. Done with the breakfast and the rest of the errands of the day. Anyways, before I could get into that, I would just wanted to share uh, this little this new series I was watching, Made. It's a Netflix presentation, a Netflix series of Warner Brothers. It's a beautiful movie about this lady with a 2-year-old girl with her husband, and point about this lady is that she is honest to herself, her integrity is intact, and she is a wonderful person. Just the only thing what she did not like was that her husband was abusive in the sense like maybe hit the wall at the side of her, or perhaps having a dish and never liked that food and just threw it around her, and would be bad on the mouth, very abusive and stuff like that. So anyway, she never liked that. She was afraid, and she one fine day just left the house with her daughter when the husband was asleep, and she had many difficulties going through with it during that night. And she went to this other place to find a job, and obviously, as the movie's name is Maid, so it was all about maids and the job she does eventually. But she went to this some place for security or something, and this lady asked her, "Do you have any home? Do you have this?" Many questions. Why did you leave your home? Why don't you call the authorities? I mean, have you called the authorities? No. Have you did this? No. Have you done that? No. So what is the reason? She said, what will, if I call the authorities, what would I say? That he never hit me? That he never attacked me? I mean, what? So, anyways, this lady there says, I cannot help you here because this is a government thing, and we need solid evidence or something to back your case. So, I can do this. I can give you a maid's place number. You can go and talk to her. Anyway, she gets a job there and stuff, and she works really hard with her life. And her husband eventually puts this case on her about taking custody of the daughter back. And when she goes to the court there, it's the commissioner actually sitting, not the judge, and they judge these domestic cases. So the case against her was that that it's against the law to, without the consent of the other parent, to take the child out for about 72 hours or more, which is a crime and a kidnapping. Her intention wasn't such, and she being so naive or innocent too, wasn't aware, and they were speaking in their court language, the law language, and she was flying over her head. So, but the bottom line here is that she was quite intact with her life, focused on herself, and stuff. And eventually, on the second hearing, after a week, because she did not get custody, it was taken. After a week, they had the second hearing, but before that, she used to always keep an eye over her husband to see if her daughter is keeping well and stuff. So one day, where this guy works, her husband, this guy called, and they were friends, acquainted, because they were living in the same area, that this guy never showed up, and he's not that. So anyway, next day also he never showed. So this lady called the house because the mother's taking care of their daughter, and stuff. So she was least bothered where her son is. And anyway, she said it's never like that this guy doesn't come home. He never sleeps the night out. And it's not possible that everything's in order. So anyway, she goes around finding, and eventually finds him at a location. His jeep is there, beer cans in the truck, almost empty. Walks through that area, and that's a normal place where they both used to be going before having a kid, perhaps, because that's what they said. And he was saying that, why have you come here? Do you care? Yes, I do care for what you are because you're taking care of my daughter. It's only your daughter. Am I a lost case? Am I a miserable person? Am I not capable enough? What am I? I have no recognition. I'm sick and tired of my mother being in the house, in the house there now, telling me what to do. Says, anyway, now you just come along with me. So, but why should I come? Because you are taking care of my daughter. Anyway, they go. So when they go for the hearing, before they could go for that hearing, because I stopped it there, they had this guy called her at the side and said, that it is wrong. These things are not, I shouldn't be doing that. And yes, I cannot take out my child without being drunk or, without consuming alcohol. And my mother on the other end is also this. And she always cries for, where's my mommy? Where's my mommy? So let's do this now. Let's make a deal. I will give custody, joint custody. You keep her, but next time don't drive out in a car. And she was so emotionally happy and very good. So it's up to that point. I watched it, and I just wanted to share something is that be honest in whatever you do. Be honest in whatever you say about people. Be honest about it. And many things came in her life. Her mother was another lost case, left her husband was loving to her, left her husband just for having higher grounds or higher thoughts about things or about thinking, being suffocated, I don't know. But till now, she wasn't settled with any person. Now she's with one guy. But I don't know what's going to happen in the series. Then people come across her. She had other maids with her who took advantage, not advantage in the sense they were, just normal way of living, how people are very shrewd and straightforward about things. And we think it's rude, but actually it's not that. It is just a way of living. But they were kind to her. And also God's blessings or God's hand over her. I don't know if she's religious, but God's help or God's hand over her, that she was getting the support from everybody around, good people. It's a very good movie about being honest to yourself. I think you should watch it. And if this helps you in any way with anything, don't forget to put a thumbs up on my video. Thank you, and have a wonderful day. Bye.